I'm looking at you through my steering wheel. This is Susan McGee here, and I am wearing my Jimi Hendrix t-shirt, and I'm going to show you how I paint plein air, which actually is French for fresh air, and a lot of artists use that term to depict painting on site. Painting with the direct sunlight that you get from actually sitting outside. But in today's modern world, as a woman, I don't often feel comfortable sitting outside painting, so I paint from my car. Right now I'm at Whataburger. I'm not painting, I'm just doing this video, but I feel a lot safer in the comfort of my car. Okay, so I have my bag of stuff, and I get a lot of stuff just from Fred's or Dollar Tree or whatever. This is just a 2-inch, I believe it's maybe 1 or 2-inch plastic binder, and I'll show you what I use it for. On the outside I tape my, well, this is upside down, I tape my my watercolor paper on here using masking tape. And what that does is it gives a straight edge, so you're not bleeding off the edge of the page. So when you go to get your artwork framed, you can have a little white between the edge of the mat and your artwork. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a painting I just finished. I did it plein air yesterday, and as you can see, it has a little, maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, and you can make it as much or as little as you want around the edge. So when I have it matted, they can just put the mat like right there, and then there's a little bit of white space, and it's a good visual for your painting. All right, put that back up. And also, great thing about having this binder is I can keep my paintings inside. I can store my unused watercolor paper here. I can put maybe if I want to take notes of where I painted, what I paint, I can put some notes in there. But just for me, I just bought this on the spur of the moment because I forgot my wooden what am I thinking of? I forgot my wooden board at home that I used to paint on. So this has actually turned out to be great. And hey, it was $2. When it starts to chip or rip or whatever, just throw it away and get another one. All right, put that up there. I have a box of colored pencils, and you can see in here, I like these boxes. I got these at Michael's. I have erasers. I have more erasers, and I used to always get caught out painting, excuse the noise, without a sharpener. So I carry all of this with me whenever I go. Plus it has a wonderful smell. I don't know why art supplies turned me on. Okay, I got this at Michael's, and it snaps shut, because the worst thing you want to do is to have to look in the bottom of your bag to find your art supplies. Okay. Alright, I have my paper. I always carry plenty with me in my bag. I have probably 10 sheets here. Maybe more, probably 20. Sometimes the corners get wet if you're painting, and that's okay. It really doesn't matter. This is probably maybe 7 by 5 size. I'm not sure. All right. I also have a Strathmore watercolor sketchbook, but I prefer the loose leaf sheets. All right. Have a little teeny tiny Canson block. That means the edges are sealed off with glue, and you can paint one piece at a time, and you can get bigger blocks too. And what you do is you just get your X-Acto knife and stick it in there and pull one piece off when you're finished, and you have your painting. But I prefer not to use a block. I prefer to use, like I said, taped onto my board for my book. All right. I'm a big recycler, so I got this with colored pencils in it from Target in the kids section, and it has a, I don't know if you can see it, a sharpener in the top. And also I can put my my shavings in there, and I don't get them all over my car. And then when I'm finished, just empty it out, and it's portable. All right, my masking tape, I always fold the ends up so I don't have to peel it off. My dad taught me that. Thanks, Daddy. All right, then I'm going to get to my favorite topic. I have several boxes. This one is a Winsor & Newton. I got it at the art supply store. And this one came with a little miniature brush. And I thought, well, I'm never going to use that because I used to use a big old chunky brush. But now I like to get my fine lines, and this is really perfect for that. Right? And it also has the pans, the watercolor pans. And this has a cool feature. It has this water tray, which is, you know, minuscule, but you're painting on site, so it's, you know. And then it has this pull-out palette that you can use. And I also use the lid of the box as my palette. So let me put that back together. All right, it has all my colors in there. This is my palette. This is another brush I got. It's got a little tube to put so it doesn't get, you know, the bristles bent up. And I got that with this kit. I got this at my bookstore, a local bookstore. On the back it has a little thing so you can hold it. I don't really need to because I keep it on the dashboard of my car when I paint. Has a removable easel, and I like this because on each side it has these pieces of foam, and these are really great for drying off your brush if you've got too much water on there. And I'm not really going to get into water control today with your painting, but it's got the inside cover is an easel. I mean, sorry, it's not an easel, it's a palette. And also it's got the pans, the dried watercolor in there. All right. And then some real picky artists are probably going to poo-poo because I'm using Plein. I got this or my sister gave me this from Fred's or Dollar Tree or wherever, and it's got just your regular watercolor. But to be honest, I really haven't found it to be something that I don't like. I mean, I found it to be good watercolor. Got extra napkins when I went through McDonald's. Got my pencil, and I prefer to use an extractable eraser, but you can use whatever you want because it's your stuff. And so I have all my art supplies in this bag. And on the weekends, I like to grab my bag, get in my car, and go and do some plein air painting. All right, so I've shown you my stuff, and let me just show you kind of when I'm painting what I do. I just kind of keep it on the dashboard of the car, and then I can go and look and paint from life, and that's what I love to do. I also paint from photos at home, but I just find that painting plein air out in the sunshine, not only is it good for my painting, but I also feel like it's good for my heart. It does me good to get outside. And sometimes artists can be, we can be homebodies and we can stay at home all the time. And when you get out and paint, it really, you really get the beauty and the surroundings and nature around you. Right now I'm at Whataburger, but you know, I've been at the marina all day near my house and painting there. So I hope you'll get outside in your car, whatever kind you have. Oh, I forgot to say I have a Honda Element. It's really great for carrying supplies. And but any car, you can be in any car and you can paint from your car. And like I said, if you're a woman and you want to go into some sketchy areas, and here's another thing I like about painting in my car. Going into those sketchy areas, I don't want to be sitting outside as a sitting duck. In most places that I want to paint, I can pull my car up pretty close and get in close proximity. For those rare times that I can't get close enough, I take a picture and paint from home. But here's another thing, is that a lot of people, they're not really familiar with art, and they're not really familiar with artists, and they want to come up and they want to watch you, and they want to stand over your shoulder and watch you, and that just really bugs me out. So I really like to paint from my car because I'm alone. I can turn on the music, I can have AC on, and it's just really it's my thing. So y'all get out and paint. Bye.